tell us the very latest on what exactly is happening with those patients.
Oh, it is an immediate and urgent situation. I'm on First Avenue, right behind me is NYU Medical Center. I want to show you what's happening. Right here on First Avenue, there is a line of roughly 25 to 30 waiting ambulances. That's what you're looking at now. They go up First Avenue, around the corner to 30th Street. Those ambulances, we've seen many stretchers, empty stretchers, rolled in here to the lobby of NYU Medical Center. We're seeing those stretchers go in the lobby entrance right here on First Avenue. We're waiting to see patients. We're assuming patients are going to then be loaded up on those stretchers, put in the ambulances and brought to other hospitals. We can tell you right now that if we see up here, this building is probably 16 to 20 stories high. We don't see from where we are here ground level really anybody in these, at least the first floor rooms right now. We haven't seen any patients coming out yet. That should be happening. We see some of the stretchers waiting in the lobby. Barbara, can you come forward a bit? Can you just come over a bit? Let's see if we can go zoom into the lobby there. You'll see there are fire officials in there. There also is a lot of hospital staff, as you can imagine. They're there. I've also seen several groups of course, worried family members. They're seeing this on the news. They're hearing this, and they're coming down here. As you can imagine, you would be totally worried and upset to find out where your loved one is and what's being taken. Again, everything at this point, NYPD here, fire, again, at least 2-3 dozen ambulances waiting. They're all in that lobby area right now. What the thing I'm trying to figure out and trying to get an answer, of course, we just got here, is if the backup generators are down, how do you get the patients from those upper floors down? I think that's probably something they're working on right now. I haven't had a chance to dash over yet and get a bit more information. But again, kind of a moving part. There are a lot of moving parts to the scene out here. And again, Amy, I think I was just hearing her, the wind. Oh, look, here's your first patient. There's a patient now being loaded into an ambulance. It looks like there are several nurses with her. Maybe even a family member. So that's the first one we've seen come down. Where that patient is going right now, we're not sure. Doesn't look like an urgent or critical situation from what we can see from here. But they're loading them up, again, heading down on First Avenue. We'll probably start to see more of that. That's what's happening here.
If you think about it, this is truly a daunting undertaking if you consider the variety of patients that they have. And where do you start? Do you start with patients who are in the intensive care unit? Do you start with patients who are in the emergency room? But this is truly a daunting undertaking for anyone that is over there. And Kim, you bring up a very good point. You know, the NYU is several stories high. So how do you even begin to get some of those patients down and into those ambulances?
Exactly, Liz. I'm seeing another patient coming out here. Barbara, can you pan over there? There's another patient there. I can't. Oh, wait, is that? I think it's a baby.
And that brings up another good point.
That is, hold on, Barbara, let's go over here. Hold on. I think it appears to have been, hold on, I want to show you this live. I can't see. Oh my goodness, guys! This is a infant. Yes, it is an infant.
Your heart goes out to the family and
oh
anyone,
my goodness,
any patient
yes.
Under this situation. Tough enough dealing with a storm of this magnitude in a hospital, but then finding out the hospital that is there to care for you, suddenly the backup generator goes out and now you have to move to a new facility. It's
yeah, I mean, this patient here, obviously a much more serious situation. There are what appears to be oxygen tanks. Here's another woman coming out here. So we are beginning to see the patients coming down on the stretchers. And again, there is no shortage of ambulances. Let me show you this again here up First Avenue. They wrap all the way around 30th Street. They go over to 2nd Avenue. So there are plenty of beds, plenty of paramedics standing by to get these folks to a facility that is up and running.
And I'm sure many of the hospitals in the area right now are doing what they can to help out, because we were receiving releases throughout the day that many of them were going to stay open, that they were confident that their backup generators were going to get the job done and that they would be there for patients, now helping out a fellow hospital.
Right. We did receive word that Sloan Kettering was receiving some of these patients. And Mayor Bloomberg earlier this afternoon said that every emergency room would stay open throughout this storm, obviously, if generators working.
Another thing that it cannot be pleasant for many reasons for these patients to be transported. But I think it was Amy just before you guys came to me. I was listening. These wind gusts were getting them. Another band is coming through. It had died down a bit. We drove here from the financial district, and it was kind of quiet. Although let me tell you, it was pitch black down in parts of 5th Avenue, 15th Street, and it was kind of quiet. But I am feeling those wind gusts again picking up. So add that to already a very stressful, anxious situation.
Oh, it certainly is, and your heart really just goes out for the patients that are being taken out of that hospital in a very fragile situation to begin with.
Yeah.
Kimberly, can you give us a sense of what the